There's so many beautiful decals here, all the scoops, the light. Hi guys, Brett here from Hearns Hobbies, and today I'd like to have a talk to you about the Tamiya's latest Tt01 re-release is the CLK GTR. Now this car is famous for Mark Webber actually. So he was a budding Australian race driver and he then became an F1 driver. But sure enough, he had a bad accident in one of these in 1999 over at Spa. So that's why this car is quite iconic and was originally released on the Tt01 chassis back in 1998 to commemorate this very car. And yeah, Tamiya now have re-released it in the Tt01 package, so people can build it up to scale sort of thing, get it running, nice, cheap and easy entry-level on-road kit. So let's jump in the box and have a look. Okay, so what are we greeted with? Get this off. So first thing we've got is the body. Now I know that this is always hard to look at on camera, particularly overhead, but we can see it is in fact stamped with 1998. So that is when the body was first produced by Tamiya, and it is a great looking iconic shell. We've got the quad headlights at the front, we've got a big roof scoop here, of course for the mid-mount engine. That is super cool. It's already like pre-cut. It's not 100% pre-cut, but all the hard work, like the wheel arches, is done. So it really makes it quite good. The body holes are in as well for the body post, so you don't even have to line that up. The ones for the wing are on too, the wing holes. Super cool. All right, let's pop that out of the way and have a look at the construction. So here we've got, and I don't mind breaking into this one because I'm actually going to build this one myself and have a play. So you can see here we're first greeted with some bit of rear wing, and I'd say rear diffuser here. Now these are all details that can be painted up as you choose or in the box art as described in the instructions. So we've got the roof duct, we've got some aerials, some Mercedes badges. They are super cool. Really cool detail there from Tamiya. Then we're greeted with the wheels, and of course these are the iconic BBS wheels that they did use back in those days and still now somewhat. Really cool. Same with front and rear, so keep it with the modern tyre choice, and it does come with tyres in the kits, and these will be Tamiya's slicks. So not only will these last a long time and look very scale, but they'll also provide adequate grip as well, and they'll be quite good for some time. So that is really cool. Now we're going to have a look at more of the plastic parts trees. I'm just going to go ahead here and break into it. Let's have a look at this beautiful injection molding here by Tamiya. They've done a fantastic job on this. So here we've got a steering block, really big and meaty with the Tt01 chassis. These cars are so robust and they are a great entry-level kit. They're really good to build. They're really fun to use. Out of the box, they're not extremely powerful with the torque tuned 540, but they are a very good place to start. And like I said, they're extremely robust, so they will last for years. The Tt01 platform is the same platform that they use on their Euro truck chassis and with various other scale models such as this. Here we have the tub monocoque chassis. You can see here, like it even harks back to the NICAD days where it had the slots cut in it for the 6 cells. Now of course we'll run a stick pack lipo in there which will go straight in, no dramas at all. So rigid, great plastic, really well engineered. Going further into the parts trees, here we've got the main drive shaft. Now have a look. Now people poo-poo it because it's actually plastic, but it will not break in a hurry. It's got the drive pins, the steel drive pins molded in there, so you can usually put a drop of super glue just to ensure that they're not going to go anywhere or come out. But yeah, that is really cool, simple way to do it. And that's how you get the drive from the front to the rear wheels. Of course, being a four-wheel drive chassis, they have a center prop shaft with the motor at the rear, spur gear, pretty simple open gear differentials, all in the name of keeping it simple, reliable and robust. And here we have our stub axles, or here's our diff out drive, this one here. You can see here again we've got these plastic dog bones with the steel pins in them, and you can see they're so short and so strong, they're not going to flex, not under the stress and strain of a brushed 540. Really tough, really reliable. Okay, what else have we got in here? Here we have some big parts trays. Now, one of the features of these kits, or lack of features I suppose, is it does have friction dampers, so it doesn't have oil filled shocks. And the reason that Tamiya do that, it's not so much, I would say, a pure cost cutting thing, it's really to make the ease of assembly, building and reliability. So that's why they go that way, because they are extremely tough. Not the best handling car, but like I said, with these scale bodies and tires and so forth, it's a perfect match. Again, just beautiful molds, such great finish on all their parts. I can't wait to build this one. Very similar componentry front and rear, and they have that purely to keep the cost of spares down. You don't need as many spares should you actually break something. We'll have a look here. Here we have the top deck of the chassis, the battery retainer, and this one here is actually fiber reinforced plastic. So you can see here it's a lot more matte, not quite as glossy as the other plastic trees that we tried, and that's because it's going to be a lot more rigid. So that is really cool. Gives it a nice texture and fixture and finish. And here we have in this parts bag, this is where we're going to find our metal parts, our screws. Of course, I'll get this one out. It comes with the torque tuned 540 motor here, so it's not going to be any slouch. These are really reliable. You can see here that this kit does come with the full range of bronze and nylon bushes. When I build this, I will be putting a bearing kit in it, and that's not only just for a performance thing, but really just a longevity thing. The bearings will outlast these bushes. Phenomenally different. Have a look at these gears. We've got the gears here for the gearboxes. I'm just going to open this up. Have a look at the pitch, and by pitch I mean the size of the teeth. It's so big and aggressive. You can see why they're really quite robust, you know. And here we have a diff case. Again, it's not an oil filled diff, so yes, it is lubricated with some grease and so forth to keep the temperatures down, but it's not what we would call an oil filled differential, which is adjustable. It's just referred to as an open differential. Here we have our spur gear. It's the traditional 61 tooth mod 6 pinion in there, so that will come in with the box. Of course, we've got our favorite 4-way Tamiya tool. Everybody loves those. We've got some double-sided tape. We've got our springs, all that sort of stuff. Now, my favorite parts of these kits that really stand out is the instructions. So there will be probably 2 lots of instructions for this kit. We'll have the Tt01 E-build, and that's across all the models, whether it's the trucks, the Tt01E, the Euro truck versions, and stuff like that. So they all do this. Then they'll do another one particularly for the body, which is this one here. So this is one to tell you how to cut out and prepare your body, and exactly how to assemble the wing and the badges and the decals on there, so you know exactly where they go if you're going to do box art. And then we'll have another instructions for warning and setting up, safety warnings, and of course of setting up. Now, something that you might have noticed about this kit that we didn't open up was the speed controller, and that's because they're just not currently available from Tamiya at the moment. So they're actually, the kits are a little bit cheaper now, which is fantastic, but they do come without a speed controller. They do come with a motor, but they don't have the speed controller that we've all come to love and get used to. There's plenty of aftermarket options, and any 1/10 brushed option will be perfect for this application. And here we have the beautiful decal sheets. It's probably going to take longer to put the decals on the body than to actually build the kit. There's so many beautiful Beautiful decals here, all the scoops, the lights, got the fuel filler, of course all the signage and homage to the race car that it was. So that is me talking about and showing you through the unboxing of the 1997 Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR from Tamiya in the Tt01 chassis. I'm Brett from Hearns, and thanks for watching.